Hello, welcome to another exciting episode of Gibbon Travelogue. I'm Lilian.
And I'm Gilbert.
And today we are
in Nagoya, and this is where we start our road trip. We are going to do a road trip around Nagoya, and after that we are going to take a Shinkansen from Nagoya all the way to Osaka. Okay, so are you ready to join us for this video?
It's going to be fun.
Yes, okay, let's start. This way.
This way.
If you have already been to Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto or Hokkaido, and you're looking for something a little different and less crowded, then this part of Japan might just surprise you. In this video, we will share with you how to plan a road trip in and around Nagoya. So let us introduce you to Nagoya and why it makes such a fantastic base for a Japan road trip. Nagoya is often overlooked by travelers, and that's exactly what makes it special. It is centrally located, extremely well connected, and surrounded by some of Japan's most beautiful regions. From Nagoya, you can easily reach UNESCO World Heritage villages like Shirakawa-go and Takayama, or cultural heartlands like Takayama and Gujo Hachiman. These are places that are inconvenient to get to by public transport. That's why for this trip, we choose Nagoya as our starting point. So first thing first, how do we get to Nagoya? Nagoya is served by Chubu Centrair International Airport, a modern and efficient airport located just outside the city. As of today, the airport connects Nagoya with 29 international destinations, making it far more accessible than many people realize. If you're coming from Singapore like us, the good news is that Singapore Airlines flies directly to Nagoya 7 days a week. The airport is easy to navigate, and immigration here is usually much smoother compared to larger hubs like Tokyo. You can either take the train into the city or pick up your rental car depending on how you plan your itinerary. So when is the best time to visit Nagoya and the surrounding attractions? Spring in Nagoya is mild and pleasant. On average, daytime temperatures range roughly from around 10 degrees Celsius in early spring to about 20 degrees Celsius by late spring. Summer brings warm to hot weather with high humidity and occasional rain. Average temperatures sit between the mid-20s and low 30s degrees Celsius. In autumn, temperatures fall to the low teens as the season progresses. We are currently in winter. Winter in Nagoya tends to be chilly, but not severe. Average temperatures are usually between around 0 to 10 degrees Celsius. Winter often brings clear skies, fewer crowds, and beautiful snowy landscapes, especially in places like Takayama and Shirakawa-go. Just bear in mind that winter driving requires extra care, particularly in mountainous areas. To explore Nagoya and its surrounding regions comfortably, we recommend renting a car. Driving in Japan is actually much easier than many people expect. First, you'll need an international driving permit. For Singaporeans, this can be applied through the Automobile Association of Singapore, or AAS. It costs 20 Singapore dollars and usually arrives within 10 working days. Driving rules in Japan are straightforward. Drivers keep to the left-hand side of the road, just like in Singapore. Speed limits are generally lower, around 50 to 60 km per hour in cities and up to 100 km per hour on expressways. The speed limit is a bit low, 80 km per hour. You cannot go faster than that. And everybody follow the speed limit. Nobody speed here. Road signs are clear and many include English, so navigation is not stressful at all. If you are driving in winter, especially around Takayama, Shirakawa-go or any mountainous areas, snow tires are essential. In many parts of Japan, rental cars are automatically fitted with snow tires during winter months. But it is still important to double check when you book. Another winter tip is dealing with the frozen windscreen in the morning. Overnight frost is common in colder regions, and scraping ice can take time. A simple trick is to use alcohol-based windscreen washer fluid, which helps melt ice quickly.
Hotel gave us this Ecolab alcohol, and it should do the trick. See, the moment you spray on it, right, it starts to melt already. Yeah, it starts to melt already.
Japan's expressways are not free, and tolls can add up quickly. You will generally have two options. You can use an ETC card, which is electronic and very convenient, or you can pay cash at toll booths. Some rental companies offer ETC cards for around 500 yen per day. We decide to save some money and pay cash instead. It's slightly less convenient, but perfectly manageable. One useful tip is that in Google Maps, you can choose the no tolls option and compare the travel time. If the difference isn't much, you can save quite a bit on toll fees. When paying cash, look out for the signs marked Ipan, which means general lanes. Some toll booths accept credit cards, but some don't, so it's always good to have cash on hand. For navigation, we recommend renting a car with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. However, if that's not possible, which is probable, you can bring along a phone holder so that you can navigate with your phone instead. Both Google Maps and Waze work extremely well in Japan. The built-in Japanese GPS system in a car, however, is not very useful unless you can read Japanese. Parking is something you will need to plan carefully, especially in cities like Nagoya. City parking can be expensive and is usually charged in blocks of time. For example, many car parks charge a maximum fee of 1,500 yen for 4 hours or about 1,900 yen for 12 hours. Short-term parking is often charged at about 300 yen for 15 minutes. This means that if you are parking for 2 hours, you might end up paying the same as parking for 4 hours. You can also see many unmanned coin-operated parking lots. When you park, a barrier lifts up under your wheels. When you're ready to leave, you pay at the machine, the barrier lowers and you can drive off. At hotels, parking usually costs between 1,000 to 3,000 yen per night, depending on location. If the hotel has its own parking facilities, there is often a discounted rate for guests. If not, the reception will usually direct you to the nearest car parks and explain the rates. For accommodations, we use Agoda and Trip.com to compare prices, locations and reviews. In Takayama, we stayed 2 nights at Fairfield by Marriott Gifu, Takayama, costing 15,730 yen a night.
Okay.
It is modern, comfortable, and has convenient parking, making it ideal for road trippers. In Nagoya, we stay 4 nights at 4 Points Flex by Sheraton Nagoya Station at 19,800 yen a night. The proximity to Nagoya Station makes it easy to explore the city and return the car later. So, how many days should you plan for Nagoya and the surrounding areas? Ideally, we recommend setting aside at least 6 to 7 days. This gives you enough time to explore Nagoya city itself, take a road trip into the mountains, and still travel at a relaxed pace without constantly rushing. For this trip, we have 6 days, and this is how we make the most of it. Let us walk through with you our actual itinerary so that you can visualize how this road trip works. We collect our car and drive about 2 hours to Takayama. After checking into the hotel, we explore Takayama Old Town, also known as Sanmachi Suchi. It's a little further than we thought, 42 kilometers or 44 minutes away. This is one of Japan's best preserved Edo period districts, lying with beautifully maintained wooden merchant houses, sake breweries, and traditional shops. Strolling through the narrow streets feel like stepping back in time, with opportunities to sample local snacks, crafts, and the famous Hida beef. One of the highlights is the Miyagawa morning market. It is a lively yet relaxed riverside stroll where local farmers and artisans sell fresh produce, pickles, snacks, and handmade crafts, offering a wonderful glimpse into everyday local life. We drive to Shirakawa-go, a UNESCO World Heritage Village famous for its steep, thatched roof Gasko-zukuri houses, designed to withstand heavy snow. Set in a mountain valley, the village feels especially magical in winter, with snow-covered rooftops and scenic viewpoints overlooking the entire settlement. Visiting by car allows you to explore at your own pace and easily access viewpoints and smaller museums without rushing. We head back towards Nagoya with a stop at Gujo Hachiman. This charming riverside town is also known as the Town of Water, where crystal clear streams run through traditional wooden houses and quiet stone-paved lanes. Walking here felt unhurried and authentic, with highlights like Igawa Lane and other historic merchant streets. There is also this lovely view from Gujo Hachiman Castle that is located above the town. It is an ideal road trip stop between Takayama and Nagoya. For day 4, we start at the SC McLeaf and Railway Park, where Japan's railway history and future high-speed technology come together in an impressive hands-on museum. We then head to Mitsui Outlet Park, Jazz Dream Nagashima for some shopping and a relaxed lunch break. As night falls, we end the day at Nabana, Nosato, where the spectacular seasonal illumination transforms the gardens into a dazzling display of lights. On day 5, we visit the iconic Nagoya Castle, famous for its beautifully reconstructed Honmaru Palace. We then head to the Toyota Commemorative Museum of Industry and Technology, where we learn that Toyota originally began as a textile machinery company before becoming a global automotive brand. Together, these two stops offer a fascinating look at both Nagoya's history and its spirit of innovation. On day 6, we drove about 30 minutes to Ghibli Park. Parking was easy and cost 1,000 yen for the whole day. Ghibli Park is a beautifully designed cultural park that brings the worlds of Studio Ghibli to life through immersive landscapes and detailed exhibits. Driving there is especially convenient, as the park is located outside central Nagoya and has large, well-organized parking areas right next to the entrances. With a car, you can arrive early, stay as long as you like, and live comfortably without worrying about train connections or crowded public transport. After visiting the park, we return the car and prepare for our next leg of our journey. So, should you plan a road trip in Nagoya? If you enjoy flexibility, scenic drives, and discovering lesser-known parts of Japan, then yes, absolutely. Driving in Japan is safe, well-organized, and far less stressful than many people imagine. We hope this video has helped you understand how to plan a road trip in Nagoya and given you the confidence to try it yourself.
Okay, that's all, folks.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a like, leave a comment for us, and subscribe to.
Gibbon Travelogue.
Until our next video, we'll see you again. See you. Mata ne.